Hello folks, I added a camera to my video production tools. It's a Sony AS-15 action cam. It costs $200 less than the improved GoPro3 and the big reason for my choice. Make sure to see the video description box for more of the things I disliked, including no blinking lights to tell if you're recording and no way to auto-invert the image. Hello folks. Well, you know, while I wait for the new GoPro Gold, I thought I'd try out the Sony action cam this time and use it in conjunction with my GoPros for when I make videos. Well, I certainly read all the reviews on the GoPros and the Sony, but it being 50-50, I had to see for myself. Well, at the start, I'm going to point out that if the GoPro had steady shot and the Carl Zeiss lens like the Sony, I'd buy it in a heartbeat. Of course, as soon as I get around to buying anything like phones, computers, cameras, the next model's out. Then everybody looks at you and goes, "Oh, you only have a GoPro2 Silver." Give me a break. Well, I do love my GoPro2 Silver, and it's got specs that just is better than the Sony. But just for my own satisfaction, I decided to compare both of these cameras along with one of my cheapest ones, the Aiptek. I am no way in trying to sell anybody anything, so don't get that. I'm just fulfilling my own curiosity and depending on my DJI Phantom to come through again, and just showing you guys some of the challenging fun that I had making this. So here we go. Hi folks, Dave Herbert here. I'm videotaping this part of this segment with my new Sony action cam. This is a Wi-Fi version. I'm holding my hand. I'm going to show it to you in a minute. I already have a Hero 2 with Wi-Fi. Here it is, and you can see it's quite big, uses a lot of battery power too, and this is the case for it. I'm going to show you how you put that in. Now, the reason I didn't buy the GoPro3 Black, which I was going to, was quite a bit more expensive than the Sony, and believe me, I've had good luck with Sonys all my life. In fact, here is an original Sony Walkman. Metal case, it all works, it's just a beautiful machine. And everything I ever had this Sony was pretty high quality. So when they decided to build an action cam, I decided I was going to try it out. And especially with the built-in Wi-Fi, it's so much lighter and smaller than the Hero. It comes in a waterproof case. Use an ultra micro adapter. You always want to use a high-speed one. These are good. The headband, and the thing that I like about it is it also has steady shot. And when I put the cameras on my flying equipment, the steady shot might work pretty good. So I'm anxious to try that out. Here's the deal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mount the GoPro Hero here. And if you all remember, when I first started making videos for YouTube, way before there was monetization or anything, I was using an Aiptek Pocket Cam X, 29 bucks, and this is a lot of my videos were made with this. You've all seen this, a pretty cool camera for the amount of money. It had regular batteries in it. You have a color monitor on the back for playback. Pretty slick little device for the money. And lightweight, you could use just regular batteries in it. This is a heck of a deal. Things have come a long way, but in comparison to size, I'm going to show you here in a minute what the difference is. So we're going to turn this camera off now, and I'm going to start recording with the other one. Okay, same light. This now I'm using the GoPro Hero so you can see the video, what this looks like. We're going to put these cameras all on the DJI Phantom, and we're going to fly them and see side by side how they do. This is the instruction manual and flow chart. It's in so many different languages. Not crazy about all this, but if you do read it, you're going to find that it's not that hard to understand. And especially if you start here, read this first. Okay, here's something that's kind of interesting. Besides the lock button on the back, in other words, if I put this switch over here and I press the stop button, nothing happens. So you can lock it and it can't accidentally turn it on. It's real easy to take videos with this, and the interesting thing is, especially if it's in the case, all you have to do is push the start button. If it's in the video mode or the interval
mode, it automatically starts taking the pictures until you stop it. And so you don't actually have to do anything but just push that go button, and away it goes. Another thing I like about this little Sony is that it has got in the case a mount for a standard tripod, and I'm going to show you how you put that in the case. But first I'm going to show you inside here. Under this flap is your plug-ins. Okay, this is for USB, your HDMI out, and you can plug in an external microphone, which is pretty neat. And I'm going to try that actually and see how that works. Okay, so this is the nice little unit. The way it goes into the case is pretty slick. You just drop this in like this and slide this in. And this just clips on like that. Now we have a nice unit. Same thing on the back. This has got a hold. So if I put it on hold, I can't push that button and start it. But if I put it over there, all I have to do is one button push. It begins taking. Right now it's taking interval pictures. That's one every 5 seconds. And of course, to put the Hero 2 in the case, this goes in like this. This is with the Wi-Fi backpack. And of course we have this kind of a mount. You can't set this down anywhere actually when it's in there. You can't set it down flat even if you take the screw out. The Sony will sit flat, and I like that. I can set that down and take pictures, and also have a tripod mount on the bottom. So what else can I tell you about it? The best thing about this that I like is the steady shot, and you'll see in the pictures, and hopefully that will work good. Steady shot, and also the fact that this has Carl Zeiss lens. This is very good stuff. You know, I'm going to point out you can't charge this in its case. Neither can you charge this in its case.
Well, this is what my camera's seeing from my iPhone, and as you can see, it's quite clear. One of the interesting things about it is if I press the button up here for the mode, I can change this from regular interval pictures or to movie mode. Right now we're going to do regular interval pictures, and at this point it's taking one picture every half second. Okay, I'm going to switch it now to the movie mode. Well, I also have the option to go into tools and go into the recording mode. And right here I can change it from HQ, standard, slow. I can check to see if my steady shot's on, and I can change the angle even from 120 to 170 degrees. So it's pretty good.
Hello.